Mr. Billy.
Mr. Billy.
Mr. Willy.
Honestly, this is probably bad for me to assume, but I thought my group members were gonna torture me with things that I didn't want to do.
Are you sure about that?
But they were very respectful and understanding that there are some things I'm uncomfortable with doing. They reassured me if I'm comfortable to do the activities given by them. And I think it's great that they were considerate about the situation given to me if I would be comfortable to do the activities given by them.
Something that I assume before starting this project is that the activities that Azril should do is more wild, like something like jungle trekking, something that I would never do. And yeah, but we ended up with something in his circle of comfort, something like that. I thought this title was like quite unfamiliar among people, and I didn't know that this was a cup of tea of people. So, but when we launched the project, we really received a big amount of interest from people. So we are really happy. We and myself, we are really happy and satisfied that people really do respond. The audience really did give a very good response.
So I actually assumed that the entire filming process was gonna be a 24 hours documentary. So throughout the 3 days, I assumed that every single minute will be recorded. And I have no privacy. And it was quite fearful seeing how that we filmed with our phones instead of heavy duty cameras and all that. So that was one of my assumptions, but it was quite a relief to know that we just had to cover just the highlights of the day and the activity.
Mr. Billy.
Mr. Billy.
Mr. Willy.
He's awake.
Again, I feel very slothful. I feel very lazy to conduct those activities. But I did them anyway. And another one is that I had to come late to class because I had to climb over the automatic gates. So yeah, that was a big problem with me. So I pretty much sweat a bit when I wanted to go to class. And I had to order Grab as well to Cyberjaya, which costed around like 20 ringgit. But it's fine, all for education.
To find the time to post stuff, because my job is to post stuff on social media. Find the time that is accurate and is the best time to post on social media. Initially, during the project, I found my group members was I found my standards weren't like on par with them, but they actually helped me and they helped me on the process. So that's how I overcome that thing.
Being as someone who has already done or has been involved in social media, it was sort of tough to coordinate in the initial process because I too myself am also learning, and I would say also video editing to edit along the way with a bunch of videos compiled. definitely not an easy task, but I did enjoy the process of it.
My favorite part about this campaign and project is that, again, I get to experience things I've ever done, as well as do the things that I haven't done in a long time. And it made me someone who would like to try all sort of stuff. This inspired me to be that person, to be able to experience everything in life and to do activities, whether risky or not, in the future. For example, like skydiving, I would love to try that in the future, and this made me more courageous about it.
My favorite part is got to be planning Azriel's activities.
What is the one activity that you would love the most that you chose for him?
I asked him to watch a couple of K-pop practice videos, dance practice, and yeah, that would be exciting for me to watch how he did. The time that we all met up and we were sharing points and ideas together, so in a way, like we like, you know, like we created a bond together during the project. So yeah, that was my favorite part.
There are a lot of favorites, but I think there's two events that I can highlight. One would be our discussion. So in the pre-filming process, I remember that we all sat down and discussed about ideas on how to coordinate the filming process, and we sort of like chipped in a bunch of like crazy ideas, you know, for Azriel, aka our lab rat. So Azriel, aka our lab rat, to you know, do super crazy stuff like I don't know, like painting his room, going on a bike ride or something, or like, you know, walking to a mall which is like super far away. So yeah, those were like super memorable events. And another would be a clip that I will probably attach here somewhere if I can, of Azriel climbing up the gate of his house because it wasn't working. Azriel, I'm so sorry.
I wanna experience more activities in the future and be more courageous about it. And I wanna do things that my friends does, you know, so we could like strengthen our bond, and it'd be interesting to do the things that they're doing, as well as they're doing the things that I'm doing.
The next project, I would like to improve on editing. I would like to learn how to edit and learn about social media more deeply. Maybe the amount of ideas, I guess. So yeah.
That's a tough question. I would say overall we really did do our best, and I do not think there's any improvement needed to be made, but I would really love for the upcoming projects that we had more time instead of a 3-week or like a 2 weeks plus to film, record, edit and plan as a whole. So I think if we were given more time on this, I would say we would have had more ideas and more interesting things to do along the way.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yay!
Bye.